Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Council of Ministers holds a session to follow up the efforts exerted to provide job opportunities to Omani citizens. The Council of Ministers forms a ministerial committee from the authorities concerned to follow up recruitment of citizens and to regulate foreign manpower employment. His Highness Sayyid Fahad confirms that the Council will not allow to question the abilities of Omanis to work based on experience which can be obtained through training at workplaces. And the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth stresses at the State Council that there are violations by foreign manpower in the sector and reveals future investments in dairy products. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Pranab Mukherjee of India on his country's Republic Day anniversary. His Majesty the Sultan has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency Peter Cosgrove, Governor General of Australia, on his country's National Day. Meanwhile, His Majesty received a cable of thanks from His Excellency Dr. Alexander van der Bellen, President of the Federal Republic of Austria, in reply to His Majesty's cable of greetings on the occasion of him being elected as the President of the Republic. The Council of Ministers issued a statement on its session held yesterday to follow up the efforts exerted to provide job opportunities in the public and private sectors and in business initiatives. In this regard, the Council formed a ministerial committee from competent authorities assigned to follow up the latest updates affecting this issue. More details in the following report.
Within the framework of the continuous attention given by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said to promote the country's comprehensive development march and to provide all circumstances before the youth to benefit from their potential and boost their capabilities, the Council of Ministers in the session held yesterday focused on following up the efforts exerted to provide job opportunities for the outputs of general and higher education and vocational training centers in the government or private sector or through business initiatives to be in the workplace suitable to their qualifications. The government is robustly seeking to accommodate the country's citizens in several domains, and it has been contributing to support the private sector and its investment enterprises by providing all facilities to diversify national economy and allocating more job opportunities in its all establishments. The Council found out when reviewing this issue that there are many job and employment opportunities in the Sultanate, and the country provided all potentials to promising economic sectors to meet the level of their designated task in this regard. His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Said, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, stressed that the Council will not allow to question the abilities of Omanis to work based on experience which can be obtained through training at work. His Highness also stressed that regulating recruitment of foreign manpower and stopping its increase is a community responsibility that should be worked upon by all sectors and establishments of the state, taking into consideration its long-term economic, social and demographical impacts in the country. He hailed the constructive role played by the Council of Oman in this regard, thanking the media apparatus for their awareness contributions to serve the public interest. The Council of Ministers formed a ministerial committee from the concerned authorities to take care of the continuous following up the latest updates affecting this issue and to inform the Council with the outcomes as soon as possible to take the necessary measures.
The Sultanate produces 35% of its food needs, and the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth is awaited to give more support to the national economy. That was stressed by His Excellency Dr. Fuad bin Ja'far bin Mohammed Al-Sajwani, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth, in his reply on a number of questions by members of the State Council, as he indicated that the foreign manpower in agriculture and fisheries sectors do not abide by regulations of this sector. Regarding the fisheries wealth, production is expected to increase with the existence of around 14 pisciculture projects for tilapia. In time, the sector witnesses a noticeable drop in the prices of fish. Excuse me. The minister added that there are upcoming investment projects in the dairy products to be signed soon. His Excellency Dr. Fuad bin Ja'far al-Sajwani, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth, said in a statement to Sultanate of Oman Radio and Television that the agricultural land owned by the Sultanate in Sudan is 65,000 acres, and investing this land will start soon. He added that a number of concerned authorities are involved to commence the investment plan, and Oman Food Investment Holding Company will be supervising and following up the plan. Royal Air Force of Oman, RAFO, held a ceremony to graduate a new batch of pilots and officers. The ceremony held at Ghala Air Base was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfouz al-Mandri, Chairman of the State Council. The new batch graduated after finishing theoretical and practical training program at Sultan Qaboos Air Academy. The ceremony was attended by Air Vice Marshal Matar bin Ali al-Ubaidani, Commander of Royal Air Force of Oman, His Excellency General Sultan bin Mohammed al-Nu'mani, Minister of Royal Office, and His Excellency Lieutenant General Hassan bin Mohsen al-Shariqi, Inspector General of Police and Customs, and Lieutenant General Ahmed bin Harith al-Nabhani, Chief of Staff of Sultan's Armed Forces. The graduates performed a military parade, slow and normal march accompanied by the music band of RAFO. After that, the chief guest pinned aviation medals on the graduated officers. The graduates then performed the RAFO anthem and cheered thrice on His Majesty's life and took the allegiance oath. Air Vice Marshal Matar bin Ali al-Ubaidani, Commander of Royal Air Force of Oman, handed over diploma certificates in military sciences for officers graduated from the Sultan Qaboos Air Academy. The Commander of the Royal Air Force of Oman congratulated the graduates on their performance at the show they presented, which showed exerted efforts to reach this distinguished level, greeting them with this royal trust as officers in Air Force of Oman. Under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed al-Futaisi, Minister of Transport and Communications, Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, represented by the Committee of Transport and Logistics Services, the Forum on First Oman Transport and Logistics Services is being conducted. More details in the following report by Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i.
With the aim of working towards highlighting the role of transport and logistics services sector in the growth of national economy, and as one of the Sultanate strategy's plan is to diversify sources of national income. The first forum was held this morning at the Civil Aviation Conference Hall, where a number of local experts presented their papers. These papers covered strategy and general transport, envisioned projects, airport system, the vision of Muscat International Airport, transportation, new taxi cars, logistic area in Barka, custom strategy and online business, and the role of private sector. Engineer Hanan bint Salim Al-Rahbiya, DG Ministry of Transport and Communication, has this to say.
Okay, today I present a paper showing all the strategic plans for the sector, transport and logistic sector, and I hope the picture now it's clear for the private sector for all the investment opportunities.
Dr. Salim Bislayim Al-Junaibi, Chairman of the Committee of the Transport and Logistics Sector at the Chamber of Commerce, said in his speech, transport and logistics sector contributes significantly to the booming of economies of the countries. He added the geographical location of the Sultanate is considered to be the key factor for becoming a distribution point of the movement of freight transport between East and West. Suleiman bin Saif al-Shakhsi, Logistic Manager and Corporate Discipline Head, PDO, has this to say.
This forum is very important for us. It basically focuses on the strategies, and this strategy is about the four main areas. One is the air, sea, land, and the focus is on the railway and other areas of growth of the economy of this country. So this forum actually gives the transparency on the way forward in terms of the facilities that are available for us and where we are going with the strategy to date.
Ahmed bin Ali Akak, Deputy Chief Executive Officer, Port Salalah, also has this to say.
The main critical aspect of the logistics sector today in Oman is how we can build synergy between all the aspects of the sector itself. That was we're going to be able to kind of to deliver in our strategy in terms to Oman to become a logistic hub, because we have a lot of capabilities in the sector today. Oman has invested heavily in all different sectors, and I think we are capable to compete within the region.
All papers presented today were intensively discussed by the audience in the presence of His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Mohammed Al Futaisi, Minister of Transport and Communication, and senior officials from various organizations. It is hoped that the outcome of this discussion will open the way for facilitating best strategy for effective operation of transport and logistics sector, with the ultimate goal of achieving sustainability of such services. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat International Airport.
Still to come in our news bulletin. A seminar on leadership and enabling is organized by the Institute of Capability Development in the Governorate of Dhofar. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Enhancing cooperation and exchange experiences in military fields between the Sultanate and the United States topped the meeting of Lieutenant General Ahmed bin Harith al-Nabhani, Chief of Staff of Sultan's Armed Forces, with General Michael X. Garrett, Commander of the U.S. Central Command, who is currently on a visit to the Sultanate. The Chief of Staff welcomed the guest, who expressed his happiness of visiting the Sultanate. During the meeting, both sides exchanged points of view on a number of issues of common concern. His Excellency Mohammed bin Nasser al-Rasbi, Secretary General at the Ministry of Defense, met with Michael X. Garrett, Commander of the U.S. Central Command. During the meeting, they exchanged points of view on matters of common concern between both countries. Air Vice Marshal Matar bin Ali Al Ubaidani, Commander of Royal Air Force of Oman, also met at Sultan Qaboos Air Academy with Michael X. Garrett, Commanding General of the U.S. Central Army. During the meeting, they discussed matters of common concern. At a cost of more than 1.5 million Omani Riyals, the Ministry of Housing awarded a tender for completing 39 housing units at Batina Coastal Road in the Wilaya of Suhar in the Governorate of North Batina, at a site 2A from the project of establishing 2,200 housing units. The tender also included the construction of service roads and a street lighting project. During the meeting, tender envelopes related to projects of providing consultancy services to prepare needed studies and detailed planning schemes for urban complex model at the area in the Wilaya of Mahadha in the Governorate of Al-Buraymi were opened. The effect of the trough of low pressure system, which affected a number of the wilayas in the Sultanate during the past few days, started to fade. A number of villages and wilayas of the governorates of Muscat, North Sharqiya, North Batina, Zahira and Dakhiliya witnessed light, moderate to heavy rains, which caused a number of wadis and their tributaries to overflow. Introducing Tanfeed program for enhancing economy diversification topped the meeting organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in cooperation with the Supreme Council for Planning today, with all diplomatic missions, consulates, representatives of authorities and international organizations accredited to the Sultanate. The meeting included a visual show about the importance, aims and current and future role, in addition to the most important challenges that face the Tanfeed program in enhancing economy diversification, and draw work paths and strategic vision plans 2040. During the meeting, a number of queries were discussed from their excellencies, the ambassadors, about the program. The meeting was held at the Diplomatic Club under the auspices of His Excellency Mohammed bin Yusuf al-Zarafi, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for Administration and Financial Affairs. According to the latest data issued by Royal Oman Police ROP, the number of traffic accidents in the Sultanate have reduced by 50% due to the efforts exerted by the ROP and other bodies concerned in spreading the culture of traffic safety among society segments. That was revealed in a workshop held at the premises of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the Governorate of Muscat. The workshop called upon the private sector to actively participate in traffic safety competition this year in order to achieve its goals. The main goal of the competition is to activate the role of the society, civil and governmental institutions in raising awareness about the importance of traffic safety in reducing accidents. It also highlighted the mechanisms and procedures of evaluating projects of traffic safety competition for the private sector. The workshop included a presentation of His Majesty the Sultan's speech and directives to various society segments about traffic safety and the importance of adhering to the traffic laws. Institute of Capability Development affiliated to the Diwan of Royal Court organized a seminar entitled Leadership and Enabling. The seminar is organized in cooperation with the International Institute for Management Development in Switzerland. The seminar held in the Governorate of Dhofar included a number of work papers on leadership style and mechanism of making right decisions. It came within the activities of the training plan of the Institute of Capability Development to enhance administrative and leadership skills of its staff. The seminar acquainted the participants with advices and recommendations that help develop administration work and how to make the right decisions by managers. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Partly cloudy skies will prevail over the northern parts of the Sultanate with chances of rainfall accompanied by active wind and hail over the governorates of Musandam, North and South Batina, Muscat, Buraimi, Dhahira, Dakhiliya and Sharqiya. Winds will be easterly to southeasterly, light to moderate, occasionally active over the coastal areas. Seas will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 2 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Council of Ministers holds a session to follow up the efforts exerted to provide job opportunities to Omani citizens. The Council of Ministers forms a ministerial committee from the authorities concerned to follow up recruitment of citizens and to regulate foreign manpower employment. His Highness Sayyid Fahad confirms that the Council will not allow to question the abilities of Omanis to work based on experience which can be obtained through training at workplaces. And the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth stresses at the State Council that there are violations by foreign manpower in the sector and reveals future investments in the dairy products. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.